Creatives, how are you? Welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. Fireside Chat, Paint by Numbers, Halloween Special, Part 4. Let's continue. I'm going to use a different colour here. This is it's another grey. So it's paint 9. It's another grey, but there's a big area here, big 9 here that will look really good. So I think I'm just going to mix it up a little bit and just jump around and paint different colours in different videos. My focus at the moment is covering as big areas as I can. There we go. If you want to smash that like button and subscribe, apparently the YouTube algorithm loves it. I don't know, but I'm very fortunate to have the pleasure of your company today. I appreciate every single one of you. Okay. So yeah, this is going. At some point, it's going or getting somewhere. At some point, yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Let's have your guesses in the comments. Let me see what your guesses are, what you think it might be. But yeah, it's coming along. I've got a lot to do on it, but it's coming along. Yeah, so I'm enjoying season 2 of Star Trek Enterprise. I think I might be episode 2 or 3. I'm very early into it. Did watch it's not a documentary, but it's kind of a documentary kind of style thing about the cast of Enterprise, and I think it was Brannon Braga who co-created the show, got all the cast together to talk about it, and he got everyone. And he did say in the I'll call it a documentary because I don't know what else to call it. He did say if Jolene Blaylock, I think you call her Blacklock, I can't remember what you call her, if she hadn't have agreed to come together with everybody, he said, Brannon Braga said, he probably wouldn't have done it without her. Which is interesting. I think it's because Jolene Blaylock, I think that's what you call her. Is it Blaylock? Blacklock? I can't remember. I think she doesn't do a lot of interviews, and she doesn't talk about the things that she's in. I mean, she's been in Stargate Atlantis as well, but I think she was only in an episode or 2. She wasn't a regular like Connor Trenier was. But yeah, so Brannon Braga said that he said this to Jolene. He said, if you hadn't have agreed to be in this, it probably wouldn't have happened. Which is interesting. There was a surprise guest in there halfway through, and he's one of my favourite actors from Star Trek, and that is Jeffrey Combs, who's been in Deep Space Nine a lot, and he was in Enterprise as well. So he played, as I said before, he played he played a Vorta, Wayun. He played Brunt, a Klingon. Sorry, a Ferengi. He played Liquidator Brunt, which is fascinating. He plays Shran in Enterprise, the Andorian. But he's played other characters as well. But he's best known for Wayun and Brunt. So yeah, he kind of pops in and goes, "Is this an ambush, pink skins?" That's his. That was his famous lines, was calling humans pink skins, because obviously Andorians are blue, and he referred to like Archer and the crew as pink skins. So he goes, "Is this an ambush, pink skins?" He's a really good guy. Is Jeffrey Combs. I'd love to meet him. I'd love to interview him and speak to him and ask him about his time on Deep Space Nine. He would have some fascinating stories. And I mean, the good thing about Deep Space Nine is it had a massive cast, because it had a lot of recurring characters. So you had Goldie Cat came in it a lot. You've got Vic Fontaine. You've got Damar. You've got Louise Fletcher, who plays Kai Wynn. You had a lot of characters that would come back a lot. Quark and Rom's mother would come back in. The Grand Nagus would come back in it a lot. There was a massive cast of recurring characters. There's Lita, Rom's wife. So many. There was Sisko's wife, Cassidy Yates, Nog, Jake Sisko. You had a lot of recurring characters, more than I'd say any of the other Star Trek shows, because they were on a space station and it was stationary. Characters had to come to them rather than they flying a ship and go to meet the aliens and other planets, which they did at some point, but the Defiant was a necessary need because of the impending war with the Dominion, and they had to have a cloaked Federation ship, the first cloaked Federation ship, might I add, to go on missions into the Gamma Quadrant. It wasn't the first, ship that had a cloaking device. The Enterprise D had one briefly in what's that episode? The one where they meet Thomas Riker, the Pegasus. I don't know if the episode is called Pegasus. I think it may be. Yeah. No, Second Chances is the one with Thomas Riker. Yeah, Pegasus is the one about the cloaked ship. The ship that Riker was on before USS Pegasus. Yeah, that's right. Those are like season 6 and 7 episodes. Can't remember if they are 6 or 7. I am watching at the moment. I think I'm still on season 5. Yeah, I think I'm on towards the end of season 5. So the episode I'm on at the moment with Next Generation is now I've just blanked. Inner Light, that's it, Inner Light. The one where Picard lives out his whole life somewhere else. A mysterious satellite kind of does something to Picard, and he ends up living his whole life somewhere on another planet, and he learns to play a flute, and the particular song of the flute is an iconic episode, is Inner Light. Yeah. Yeah, I'm talking about a lot of Star Trek stuff in these videos instead of talking about Halloween stuff, but it's a fireside chat. We can talk about anything. Yeah, this is quite a big area. I'm happy about that. It's actually not as grey as I thought it is. It's more of a beige colour, which is good. I mean, which is the most ideal thing about this is the amount of coverage that has been. Yeah, we're getting a lot of coverage now on here. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay. The less of the white canvas we see, the better. The colour I was actually going to do before this was number 17, which is this section here. But when I opened it, it was white. The canvas is white. I mean, canvas is a kind of off-white colour. But in the early stages of this, I don't really want to be painting white. It's not dynamic enough in the early stages. I think later on I can do a white when it's nearly finished, just to tie it up. It'll probably be the last colour I do on this will be white, because you know it's not that interesting to watch me painting a white paint on a white canvas. Let me just change brushes. Yeah, because there's quite a big area here. I think I can get it done better with the bigger brush. As you can see, covers quite a lot. Still quite warm for this time of year. I know we had a not great August, although I was away for some of it, and the place where I was is not renowned for its great weather, even in the summer. But I was seeing family, so you know, you don't get to choose where your family live. I mean, I'd love if my family lived in a really hot country, and I'd look forward to the climate of going over there, but they don't. So they don't live in a hot country. So yeah, so I was away for a couple of weeks, but I wanted to get back as soon as possible so that I could start creating more videos, because I just started my YouTube channel pretty much before I left, and I was starting to get somewhere with creating the content, and I had to leave it for a couple of weeks, but I made enough videos to cover the time that I was away, so there were no gaps. I mean, other than that, I put out a video every other day at 6 p.m, which is kind of, I mean, with these videos I'm putting one out every day because it's Halloween month and I want to put something on every day, because Halloween month is only 1 month a year. So that's the exception, is the Halloween month. And any other particular seasonal thing. Yeah, so I've got 2 laptops on a PC that I'm jumping between, because I tried to take the last video off my phone in the way I've been doing it, and the computer says no. So I'm trying to find another way to do that now, because I did fix the problem, but the solution's not working now. So I've got a video stuck on my phone. I'm using the laptop, the other laptop, not the laptop I normally do, the other laptop. I'm using the other laptop to try and get the video off the phone, because if I can't get it off the phone, Houston, we have a problem. And a pretty big problem. Now, obviously I'll find a solution, because I always do, but at the moment my go-to method of taking videos off an iPhone is not working at the moment. I don't know why. Tried it in different USB ports, unplugging and plugging several times. Nope, it wasn't having it. So seems like there's always going to be something, some blockage, some roadblock in my way of me getting a smooth path to getting my content out. So I don't know. It is what it is. Challenges are, I should have said, these things set to challenge us. And it is what it is. I can't change it. So, like this video now, I don't know how I'm going to get off the phone. But if you're watching it, I've found the solution. So, yep. Yes, indeed. I wonder if I should spin it. Yeah, I've got PC there, I've got a laptop there, I've got a laptop at the other side of the room. Not. So yeah, it's taking up a lot of my brain when I don't want it to. I want to focus my brain on creativity. And creating stuff and creative projects, but my mind gets brought back to problem solving. And at the moment, I don't know how I can fix it. I'm hoping I can find another program that will export my videos from my phone. There's got to be more than one out there. So at the moment I'm just plodding along making videos on my phone that I don't know I can get off. I may have to go back to the streaming camera where the lighting is terrible. See what I mean? There's always something. There's always something that's causing the problem. So, might have to do a second coat of this because it's very patchy. I don't know if it's being picked up on the camera. It's very patchy indeed. But yeah, getting the canvas covered is kind of my goal at the moment. Doing a second coat, I'll do that off camera. Just enjoying the painting of this is what it's about. Yeah, I don't like talking about technical issues that I have, but they do consume my thoughts a lot, especially when I get a lot of them. I get a lot of technical and software problems all at once. I can't get my mind on something else. Because I'm constantly thinking of ways to fix the problem. And this really isn't part of my Fireside chat, but it sometimes spills into being part of my Fireside chat, is problems I'm having with software and hardware related issues. And that's the thing about the Fireside chat, we can talk about anything. Anything. If you've got any solutions, feel free to pop them in the comment sections. You video editors out there, you YouTubers out there, you know who you are. See if there's anyone number 9s. That was quite a big area. I enjoyed doing that. Yeah, see if there's anyone number 9s. I've got upside down, so I can't mistake a 6 for a 9. Well, I shouldn't mistake a 6 for a 9. What I'll do is I'll spin it back around and see if there are any more number 9s. Should have done this when it was the other way around. Let's see if there's anyone number 9s. Still quite a few number 8s, but they're very tiny. I don't think there are any more number 9s. Oh, there's one there. Just one random one. Let's make sure it's on camera. There. Yep. Yep. Yeah, the other thing that I started watching, I'm like maybe 3 or 4 episodes in, maybe 5, is 12 Monkeys, the TV show. I think that came out in 2015, I think. That's quite interesting. It's got an interesting spin on time travel that I like. Do like a time travel show or film, a la Back to the Future, Looper. What's that one called? Transitional. What's it called? I can't think of it. I'll put it up on screen. Predestination, that's it, Predestination. Now that's a good one. It's a bit of a head melter. Yeah, Ethan Hawke's in that. Bruce Willis is in Looper. Looper's really good. I wasn't sure if I would have liked Looper. But yeah. Another number 9 here. They're starting to show themselves now, these numbers. Because when I've got a sea of white with a sea of random numbers, it's very difficult to see specific numbers. they're starting to pop out. There's a tiny one there. There's one there and one there. The number 9 has been written so small that it's kind of easily missed. Easy to miss. So there's one here. See, there's a tiny one here. And it kind of connects to this one. See how small they are now? So I'm using the tiniest amount of paint. Yeah, not Looper, 12 Monkeys, yeah. It's interesting. Interesting to see how the first season plays out and where it goes with season 2, 3 and 4. Don't know if any of you are watching that or have seen it. Watching or have watched. Let's check and see if there's any more 9s. It's quite a lot of 6s. Because it's quite a beige colour, this. I don't think it'll be randomly just in other areas. I think it'll all be grouped together. Okay, so I think that's done with the 9s. Brush or rinse. Change colour again. Some 5s. Is there a lot of 5s? Yeah, there's quite a few 5s. Let's see what colour number 5 is. Seems like it's a beige of some kind. A darker beige. It is. Hello, ambulance. How are you? think I was living in the middle of New York, the way those sirens are going. Oh. Just London. Yeah, it's becoming quite interesting now with all the different colours that I'm painting on here. It's becoming more complex. As it should. That goes down to here. Yeah, it paints on different from when it looks. It looks quite light. It actually looks more like this, but it paints on darker. That's interesting. It normally paints on what it looks like, but it's actually painting on like a darker colour. Don't know if that's been picked up. Yeah, this is a bit of a winding one. Goes in here, goes all the way down to there. Which is good. The more interesting sections, the better. And it's painting on great. I'm finding with these lighter colours, they're very patchy. And the paint's not even watered down. Yep, I can hear you, ambulance. Hello. How are you? There's a big number 5 here. There we go. As I keep changing colours, it is making it really interesting for me as well. I mean, it's interesting for me because I'm painting it, but the kind of different shades. almost like shades of the same colour, you know, lighter and darker. Quite interesting to paint a black and white one, you know, with the many shades of grey. I wonder what that would be like. Then I'd be struggling to find any colour in it, because there wouldn't be any. But the build-up of the grey tones that make up the picture. Yeah, I may look out for a black and white paint by numbers, or one in all the same colour, like many tones of blue, or many tones of green, or many tones of red. You know, could be quite interesting to paint, especially because I'm not mixing the colours up myself. Yeah, who knows? I certainly don't. I have painted tonal scale before at art college. I wasn't that bad at it, actually. Tonal scale on colour wheel. I wasn't that bad at painting, mixing them up, mixing the colours up and painting them. I wasn't that bad at it. Yes. Yeah, I've got the window open because of the heat. Yes, it's certainly coming on. This Halloween themed 90s sitcom styled paint by numbers. That's how I'm going to describe it. Yeah, just checking. See where I can and can't put my hand. I'm jumping about with the colours quite quickly. I'm trying to remember what I've just painted in a different colour. Trying to remember. But yeah, this is really interesting. It's fun to do, and it's very interesting. Even more interesting because I know what it is. some of the colours are now butting up against each other, which is great. Any more 5s, anybody? There's one there. Yeah, because this is a smaller one. It'll probably get completed sooner. That's why I've got another one, so that I've got enough to cover the whole of Halloween month. I did order another one, but that got lost in the post and I was refunded. I didn't rebuy it because I think having two is probably enough this Halloween. See if there are any more 5s. I'm not sure if there is. I think I'll spin it. Get these other sides done. Because it's small, the areas that I need to paint are small, and the amount of paint to colour in each colour is small as well. The other one I've got is bigger. Yeah, I watched something else the other day. It was an Australian thing based on a true story. Can't think of her name because it wasn't a story over here, but it was about a con woman in Australia in the 2000s. True story. And then she kind of disappeared, and we don't know what really happened to her. I think it's, what's it called? Not sure what, I'm not even sure what it's called. I'll put it up on the screen what it's called. But yeah, she creates like it's like a pyramid scheme. Because it's in Australia, they don't use the word pyramid scheme. They call it a Ponzi scheme, which is a great word. And she sees that this guy gets arrested for stealing billions. So what she wants to do is she wants to steal millions of people, and she lives quite a lavish life for quite a few years, and she suckers in friends and family, and everybody's up for grabs in her scheme. And the amount of money that gets lost, I mean, we're talking millions of money that she makes in quite a short period of time, posing as an investor, but she's not an investor. It's just her way of gathering other people's money and making them think that she's an investor. And she lives quite a good life for a while in Sydney. Those kind of con artist people, there's usually a short window on their lavish lifestyles. That's why it's kind of not a thing. I mean, morally it's not a good thing to do, but you're not going to get a long and happy life if you do those things. You've got a shelf life before you get caught. So there's kind of a mystery of what happened to her. And because we don't know the answer to that, the kind of series, the drama series, the dramatization of what happened kind of makes its own conclusions up to what may have happened. Because there are a couple of scenarios of what could have happened. And we don't actually know if it's true or not, because we don't know what happened to her. But she's played by the Australian actress who was in Wentworth Prison. She played Vera Bennett. I'll put her name up on of what the actress is called and a picture of her. But yeah, she was great. She was really great in this. It was only I think it was only like 3 episodes or something, 3 or 4 episodes. Very short drama, but I mean the best dramas are ones that are based on real events, as we know. Okay. Here. did actually watch another one, based in Wales, called The Pembrokeshire Murders. I'd not actually heard of that. It's interesting to watch these things because they're really well researched, really well made, and you get a real understanding of what actually happened, even if you weren't kind of aware of it happening at the time. But yeah, so watch that. That was good. That was a 3-part episode. Here. I think that's all the 5s. What I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this video here. I'd like to thank you again for your company. So you can see it. And I'll see you in the next video.